Yeah, I think bullying will go on. I think it'll just go on forever, and it won't stop after. It just won't stop. It makes me feel horrible. Like, people getting bullied, me getting bullied. It's just not fair being bullied. And it's not like we did anything to them.
Bullying always starts out small, but that's the thing, that it starts out small and it can grow to something big. So when it's time to line up, just something as simple as getting in a line, the older or the middle school kids will bully the younger kids to push them out of line. The biggest thing that I've seen here, is the middle school to elementary age, and that's kind of where the bullying starts, is a middle schooler who is just a little bit older than, the elementary school age kids, and he's picking on him because he's older, he thinks he knows better, or he wants to get his own way, and so he'll do whatever means he thinks that he'll get it. The biggest instance I can see is, simple, really small stuff that bullying always starts out small, but that's the thing, that it starts out small and it can grow to something big.
When the cliques start to form in middle school, people start to get their groups of friends, and they kind of travel with that same group of friends all the way through high school and sometimes even at college. And with high school, I think it just gets worse because kids start to form their own identity, and they kind of see that identity, and some kids choose to go a different route that's not socially or normal. And so a lot of kids like to exploit that, and a lot of kids like to do it at the other kids' expense. And even in college, and you could see it nowadays in hazing. I mean, that's a sign of bullying, and to the 10th degree. And these are supposed adults still taking part in these activities.
The worst thing that had ever happened to me as far as bullying, it was actually a form of cyberbullying, really malicious. Somebody actually made an account, and they somehow got my AIM address, AOL Instant Messenger. They pretended to be the boy I had a crush on, and messaged me and asked me to the homecoming dance. And then, when I said yes, they started laughing at me and then said I was a fat, ugly, and that they would never date me, and that they couldn't believe I fell for it. And then they asked me if they tied donuts to the back of their truck and drove off a cliff, would I follow them, and stuff like that, like how I was better off dead and nobody liked me. And the next day, I come to school and they'd print out the entire conversation, everything they said to me, and shoved it in my face, and we're laughing about it.
I think the bullying, once it gets to this level, and you're talking about college-age students, 18 to 22, your typical college-age students, when it gets to this level, it really runs more the gamut of that stalking, that somebody's been turned down or dropped from somebody in a dating situation or relationship situation, and one doesn't want to let it go, so now all of a sudden it's the texting, and it's the Facebook contact, and it's the making sure you're there when they get out of class. Not so much what you per se see as the bullying, it's more of a stalking issue.
I really would appreciate it if they would stop, because it's hurting me in so many ways, and it's just giving me so many negative thoughts, and it's gonna escalate up to something horrible for me doing to myself.
You're your own person. Do the right thing. Treat everybody good. So, even if they was bullying, I'm sorry. But my parents were so involved with me and my sister that they instilled in me, the ones that were teasing you, you had to feel sorry for them. Maybe they don't have somebody teaching them not to do it, to be kind to others. So that's where I think a lot of my belief comes in to the families. really had to be involved and communicate with their children.